Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to be one that's a little bit different. I'm going to be doing something with products. In this case, I'm looking at action figures, right, for the Suicide Squad. Now, the Suicide Squad is really awesome. And in terms of the best, most life action figures I've seen, you're talking about Hot Toys. Hot Toys, bar none, really does the best job at getting action figures out and the likeness of the figures. However, I must say that they cost a pound and a crown. A 1/6 figure could cost anywhere from $200 US upwards, right? Now, if you don't have that kind of cash to get action figures, I found a product that actually does a pretty good job, and there's a lot of posability in these figures. And the product I'm talking about is Medicom Mafex. They're a Chinese company, just like I believe Hot Toys is, and they do a pretty good job. I mean, you're talking about 1/4 of the cost that it would take to get a Hot Toy. You can get a Medicom Mafex action figure, and I just wanted to show you some of them, right? So there are 3 Suicide Squad members that Medicom Mafex so far has perfected. They're coming out next year, I think it is 2017. But they're on display right now for you to pre-order. You check out, first of all, we have Harley Quinn, we have Deadshot, and we also have the Joker. And we have multiple action figures of the Joker and Harley Quinn. So let's get into it. Let's look at them. I was pretty impressed with Harley Quinn, to be honest with you, because Harley Quinn, the likeness of this Harley Quinn with Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, it's really impressive. Look at this. And this head sculpt really does resemble Margot Robbie in Suicide Squad. So I thought this was very impressive. And then the outfit is pretty impressive too. It has a lot of likeness to Harley Quinn's outfit. So I thought they did a pretty good job with that. Now, what I like about Mafex is the posability of the figures. And there are joints here. We're talking about double joints. We have joints up here. We have joints in the wrist. We have joints in the midsection, ab crunches. You can go forward, can go backwards. We've got a rotation at the waist. We have joints here and in the sockets of the feet here. And we also have joints down here. So there's a lot of posability. And then what I liked about this action figure, as we move through it, as you can see, very much the likeness of Margot Robbie's face, which I thought was very impressive. They even get the details of the little tattoos on her, the Joker tattoo here. And then you have multiple head sculpts. In this case, you're looking at, you have the chewing, the bubblegum head sculpt, and you also have a facial expression head sculpt. You got a number of different head sculpts you can get with this Margot Robbie Harley Quinn, which I thought was pretty impressive as well. So you get all those multiple head sculpts. I thought this does kind of capture the likeness of Harley Quinn. And then on top of that, we have some tattoos here and here that again show you. Again, this is a double joint, so that at least you can get a lot of motion. Now, of course, the dress may limit the amount of play you can get, but then again, this is not a dress that is sort of a sculpt into the body. This is actually cloth, so it may ride up if you actually move, so you may get much more range of motion. And then again, look at the little tattoos there. There's a lot of detail going on in this particular figure, and that's why I like the Mafex figures, and that's why I'm actually doing a video promoting them. Let's look at some other versions of Harley Quinn very quickly, shall we? So this is the outfit of Harley Quinn that had to do with her with the squad, when she was with the squad. This is the outfit that she actually had with the squad. Now, the head sculpt here is not exactly the head sculpt that I particularly appreciate. This is not the best version of Harley Quinn with her mouth open, sort of laughing. But nonetheless, you have multiple head sculpts as you saw before, so you're getting a lot for your value. You also get this hammer anvil here. You see she has the little glove on her wrist, the spikes on the sides. She got the pudding necklace. Again, a lot of mobility here. You have some double joints. This is actually some kind of fabric here, so this can actually come off, but the jacket sleeves will stay on. nonetheless, you got some fabric here. This is really excellent work in terms of, look at this cloth work, and this is probably part of the sculpt as well. This is really good, and you've got all the tattoos, all the little details are on this figure. And again, a lot of movement, a lot of joint movement. There's movement here, movement down there. There's some lateral movement as well that's there. There's double jointed again, so the hands can go up and even cover the mouth if necessary. So there's a lot of detail in there. And then of course you got the gun piece that fits into the Holt, but it can also come out of the Holt. Again, all of the detail. Look at so much detail here. And what I might do is I might actually get the actual figures, and I may actually do some promotion for Mafex in terms of my reviews, so that people can actually see. But there's a lot of detail in these Mafex figures. And look at that, you get an open palm as well. You saw the closed palm just now. You got the open palm. Look at all of this. You get all of this for 50 bucks. I mean, come on now, 50 something bucks, maybe 60 something bucks. But that's a hell of a lot of stuff you're getting. And then again, look at this is the another head sculpt. So this is one without her smiling, without her laughing. You know, so you get different head sculpts as well. So yeah, there's a little bit of it. There is the likeness a bit to Harley Quinn, but I think a bit too much lipstick there. But otherwise, it's really fantastic. Look at that. Oh, look how much posability is there to be gotten. And then you can also have her holding things, shooting the guns. All right, these are just some of the extra stuff that you get along with the action figure. So I think, for the price, you're getting a lot. And again, the likeness of the character, of course, the kind of laugh, the big laugh there wasn't so much like Harley Quinn. It probably does look like that, but I think a bit too much lipstick there. But nonetheless, this character is a lot of bang for your buck. I mean, it's not the likability as Hot Toys are. It's not that extreme level, you know, where Hot Toys actually covers up all the little joint areas. But for what it is, tremendously much more value for your money than Hot Toys will give you. But Hot Toys is kind of like the upper limit, you know. Alright, let's look at one more Harley Quinn character that may be around here. Let me see if there's any more. No, that's it. So that's it for Harley Quinn. Let's look at the Joker. The Joker has apparently two outfits. He has one here, one here. Actually, he has multiple outfits. There's a couple others you'll see as we look at the action figure. So let's go to this action figure here of the Joker. Alright, and look at that. He can actually pose and put the smile over his mouth. That's fantastic. But that's not at all. You get another head sculpt here. Plus you have the gun. Look at that. You have the suit, the tuxedo. Look at that. The shoes. Again, a lot of posability. This joint is a double joint again. You got the joints in there. And the joints for the hands, the wrists, the feet. Okay. And this can come off, I think. The tie, I think that's set. But otherwise, it's really fantastic. Look at that. Look at this head sculpt here. It's really fantastic. It does have a lot of likeness to Jared Leto's Joker. There's his J right there. You got some tattoos and stuff. There you see the posability. There he is. You can see the hands can do different things. Okay. Then you can have him in the straitjacket. So that's even more fantastic. I would love to see that as well. So he's got multiple things you can do with him. Okay. And it looks like I'll talk about that in a minute. So there you go. And then you have the weapons. So that's a lot of bang for your buck again. And let's just look at one more Joker here. I think there are two Jokers. Here's the other one. And here he is. And again, he's got that tattoos. Look at all those tattoos. There's the head sculpt. Alright. There he is at another angle. The tattoo on his hand again. I guess this can come up again. While this piece can't come off, or maybe it can, I don't know. They may have interchangeable hands as well. This part here can be peeled off, and if this can be peeled off, maybe you can see the back tattoos as well, which would be awesome. And if you could interchange the entire hand, that would be even more awesome. I don't know if that's possible, but so there he is from behind. There he is up close. There's all the tattoos and detailing. And then you have another head sculpt that can fit onto there, so that's pretty awesome. And you can see the hands can do different things, so that means you get a number of hand pieces as well. So a lot of bang for your buck, man. A lot of bang for your buck here. So those are the two Jokers, and then the last Suicide Squad affiliated character is Deadshot. And look at that. I mean, you can't get it better than that. And that's Deadshot for 1/4 the cost of what you would have to pay for in Hot Toys. And here's all the accessories you get. Okay, so there's Deadshot there. You can see all the clips. All of these things can come out. All of these things can come out. All of these things. All right. Here he is, side on. I think even the eyepiece can come off. He's also got an alternative head sculpt, which is really awesome. There, look at him with the gun piece here. You see him with some handguns, like Uzis. Here he is using the wrist guns. Here he is with an assortment of guns and knives and clips. There, all the clips in there can come out. I mean, this is just really awesome what Deadshot comes with. And that's the third member of the Suicide Squad. But I want to show you some other things. Some other characters from other places, like, for instance, Star Wars, The Force Awakens. Here are some of the Stormtroopers. Here's Darth Vader. This is the regular Darth Vader. Here's one of the main and protagonists of the movie, The Force Awakens. We have 3PO and we have R2D. Well, this is not R2D2. I don't know what this little guy is called. Here's the head of the Stormtroopers. Here's Kylo Ren. Okay, we even have Iron Man. I think we have a couple of versions of Iron Man. We have 3 versions of Iron Man. We have Catwoman from the Dark Knight series, The Dark Knight Rises. We have the Joker from The Dark Knight. Okay, we have some characters from Star Wars again, right? We even got Batman v Superman. We got Batman from the desert scene. Okay, we have Wonder Woman. All right, we have here, I think we have Superman somewhere. I can't see Superman right now, but he's around somewhere. Oh, there's Superman. Superman right here. We got a number of versions of Batman, actually. We have plain Batman, we have Batman in his armored suit, and we have Batman in his desert suit. Again, the more popular characters have multiple versions of themselves. So, and then here's Darth Vader again, and here's Spider-Man. We even have Spider-Man up in there. Now, what does that mean? Well, I'm just saying that for bang for your buck, if you're looking at Suicide Squad, a good place to actually purchase these kinds of action figures would be in Medicom's Mafex line. You should check them out. They're pretty good. Now, you have DC also. You have the DC collectibles. But their likeness is not that great. You know, some figures are better than others. And I mean, I like the DC collectibles, but I thought that in terms of likeness of characters, I think that Mafex really has it down packed for the cost, the price. You know, some DC characters are like 30, 40 bucks, but I think for bang for your buck, I think Mafex really knocks it out the park. So I just thought I would make this video. I hope you guys have a great one. And if you want to check out some other characters, or you want me to go check out, maybe say you want me to check out the Batman v Superman characters and do a video on that, I can also do that and post it up. Just let me know. Alright, you guys, have a great one.